Hi everyone, so this video is the second in the photography GCSE series. So this is my second book. As you can see, it is much larger than the first one, so it has been difficult trying to find the best camera angle for this one. So you might not fully see the annotations properly in this one, but I will kind of explain what's going on in each page. So these are the A3, we call them sketchbooks, but yeah, art used these as well, but basically they are like kind of like scrapbooks as well. So the big A3 books. So on the cover is just this, which is a name sheet which put our names on, the teacher on, the year, and like our target grades. I got a grade 7 in photography, which I mentioned in the first video, and the project video as well. So there's 2 GCSE videos up. So this is technically the third, but the second in the actual books. So to open, so we started a project called Portrait Transformations. So when you start these projects, you do these cover pages. Just scoot a little bit, there we go. So you find these like images on Pinterest which reflect your projects. You make, you put keywords on, you can print them, you can make them as like one big A3 sheet on Photoshop, print them like that and just stick that in, or you can be very tedious like I did and hole punch little shapes out and stick them on individually. Don't recommend, that is way too tedious for a GCSE student. This was my year 9 book, so I had more time. Then this is an experiment I did with a magazine, which you'll see some more of there. So, like I said, these are collage experiments that I did using magazines. And I have to scoot it that way. Yeah, it's very difficult to get this one right in the camera. So you just like, I used like complementing colours, pink and blue, and cut the strips out like this and created this kind of one. You can make digital versions of these as well in Photoshop, where you can find different images. This one was easy, I just used the one and then slid it out like that. And then this one is really creepy. So this might gear towards your more horror fans, doing the silhouette with the eyes. Ooh, I'm sliding off the bed. Then the next one is, this is artist research or photographer research of Christopher Rolander. So you do a fact file, little like facts about him, linking it to your projects. Pick a quote, pick some like photos the artist has done, why you like a certain image, and yeah, that's literally all you do. It's simple artist research. And you could do that as well on like huge A3 sheets or cut them out like I did. So then we did double exposure. So these are called contact sheets. So you put all of your images onto one and you print them out like this. So yeah, so we have landscapes. You just tick the ones you like and why you like them, and then you put crosses near the ones that aren't great, and I say like what's not great about them. You do the same with portraits as well. And then this is like your first, so you can do them, print them A4, print them A3, whatever. Depends on the size of your book, really. So this was my first double exposure image. Yeah, so that is a fountain from a local park. And then this is a long annotation. Really long. Then image 2, which is on its side, but it's the Disneyland Paris Hotel. And then again, same here. The annotation is like 3 pages long. And then the third one is the fountain from the Ratatouille place, and I did that one all in colour. So you can play about with it. And then annotation again. Yeah. So, next one was textures, so I decided to do the introduction page on a separate piece of A3 and then tie it in with some ribbon. See, that is another option you can do. You'll find a few tie-ins in here. Then this is called frotaging, which is basically where you get a piece of like lead. Well, not lead, but graphite. I always call it lead, it's not lead. And you rub it against like a leaf or something on the floor, and or like anything really that's like solid, and with a piece of paper over it, and it creates like these kind of patterns with like the texture appears. So there's like the nature one, and then the man-made textures one. I got a lot of bruises doing this. That's another thing to be aware of. You might get bruises and shit from doing photography. And then of course the contact sheets for doing the photos of nature and man-made. Same gist. And then so I printed out some images and did some simple annotations of just where the photo was taken, what the image is of, and the setting on the camera. So these are just my nature ones. There's loads of different ones there. And then the same thing but with the man-made ones. Loads of different ones you could do. Some aren't textures, some are literal objects. They're just picked the best shot, so you have to pick 1 or 2 of the best photos and then annotate it in depth. So this one was the best one, the leaves. It's an extra one with flowers, and then annotated that on the back. And then that was the man-made one, which is Jade's paw prints. So she always gets into my photography work. And then just annotated that one. Then we did the same kind of thing that we did with the frotaging, but with the photos in the grids. So the nature one, and then the man-made one. And you annotate them as well. You explain how you did it on Photoshop. Then this is another artist research. This is another way you can do it. So you just put it on an A3 sheet like this on Photoshop and do it that way. Then we did a trip to Manchester, so we did the School of Art degree show in 2019. So just put a little explanation there. One of my favourite photos, then this is the map, which is stuck in, and then some of the business cards. So it's just a quick explanation of what we did on the trip. Then we went to Chinatown, so that's what I took. Like explaining what we did in Chinatown, and then like the bakery we went to as well, because why not? Donny buns are great. And this is just another tie-in of a before and after photo of me editing a piece of street art that I took a picture of. So I edited it to make it look like a sketch instead of a photo. And then the street art one. And it is legal to take street art off. If it peels off the wall, you can take it. that's legal. Same here, explained, wrote about it, and then this is actually some of the samples of street art I took. Then just extra photos from the degree show, Chinatown, and the street art as well. Then the contact sheets for it all, street art, Chinatown, and then just some best shots with no annotation, edited ones. So street art, Chinatown, and degree show. And then, so this is shop shutters, so I just put them in this kind of like line. It's a like, just the macro shots of some of the shop shutters. And then this one as well. So it's the same one, but done in 2 different styles. And then this, which I'm going to just flip it around. Make sure you can see. This is responding to the photographer's work. It's just huge annotation, the actual work, and then some keywords which I stuck in. Didn't have to stick those in, I stuck them there. And then, very much like the shop shutters, that was my hair by the way. Yeah. I did the wall art in the same style. And then we did a thing called Hidden Beauty. So this is the contact sheet for that. And then I annotated that. And this is the glass bottle reflection. And then just a grid of rust. And then some of the painterly effect for the gecko skin. And paint grid. Just to do little things like that. Just extra edits and stuff are really good. Rainbow of trash, so take some pictures of like different pieces of rubbish and kind of just do a rainbow with them. And just kind of annotated that. And then Voldemort's grave. Because you kind of have like hidden beauty in graves and stuff. So, this. I annotated that. Then the gravestone work that I did. So, there's loads of contact sheets for this. So I'll just kind of flick through them. Then, this is a black and white selection, so I made the rows just black and white, like this stone bit here. And then just some really big photos of some of the actual stones. That's a really well done edit to make it look creepy. And that. Then there's just some Hidden Beauty homework of just 3 shots that I really liked. And then this is a trip I took myself, which is the BBC Summer Social Festival, to do some event photography. So we've got the map, ticket, and some of the stuff that was happening. And then some of the pictures I took. And then sports day as well, which I did some event photography for. And then some of the marking sheets that were never used. So yeah, just a quick flip through. There isn't really much to explain. Really, because it kind of just copies through what you normally do. But yeah, just make sure like you annotate in depth about things. So like, when you write about your photo, you put in what your photo was of, the camera you used, the setting on your camera, and then if you've edited it, how step by step on how you've edited it. That usually helps. If you're doing like big A3 ones, you don't need to annotate them. You can just stick them in. Like artist research, you can research artists as well as photographers. You don't have to worry about that. Usually it just has to relate to the project you're doing. So like this is textures and portrait transformation. And always have a quote from the artist or photographer you're working from. Quotes always help. And definitely try and recreate some of their work if you can. I know, like with Johnny Cheatwood in the last one, I didn't do that at the beginning, but further along in one of my other books I actually did. A, because I got bored, and B, it looked cool. But yeah, so definitely try and do that kind of stuff. Trying to think what else. But yeah, Photoshop is definitely your best friend. Download it if you can at home, as well as using the school's Photoshop. Usually the one at home will be your most updated version. You can do a lot more with it. That's how I got painterly effects in the black and white selection and things like that. It's definitely worth having it at home. You'll get a better grade. Yeah. So that is it for this one. I have another 3 books. Yeah, I have another 3 books to show you, and then we'll move on to other subjects that I am quite good in. Yeah. So I will see you next video. Bye.